Okay, guys, we're in a different location. A pair of my friends are staying at some friends' houses. They're building their house. And I'm going to give you a little span of this in a moment, but this is like a fantasy park. It's amazing. And I'm going to be using rocks today for my dumbbells. We're going to start off with a new movement that some of the veterans have done in the past. But we haven't done it so long, but I've been craving it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by stepping forward with your left foot. You're going to look different than me, okay? You're going to be mirroring me. Left foot forward, right arm up, and then step back. So it can be a very small step. It doesn't have to be very far. This is to open up that whole line from your armpit down your rib cage to your hip flexor. Let's go 3 more. You veterans remember this one? It was years ago we did it. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So forward. Good. I'm slightly tucking as I come forward. I'm keeping my back ball of the foot planted. My heel's coming up just a little bit. We'll go one more time. Excellent. Now we're going to go in the second dimension. We're going to go. Arm is going forward, but leg is going side. So this is core work for sure. Plus it's a lot of brain work, right? 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Other side. And up. I really had to think about this one because I haven't done this routine in so long. And when we used to do it, it was just reflex. I didn't even have to think about it. Okay, now we're going to take the foot into the third dimension. I'm going to turn, but the arm is going to come straight up and come back. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the dimension of my step, but I'm keeping my arm swing still in the forward back position. This is really opening up the hip. Now, if you notice, I'm stepping to about a 4 o'clock. You could step to, I'm stepping to about an 8 o'clock. You could step to a 10 o'clock, a 9 o'clock. It doesn't have to be so far, okay? You choose what feels good for you. So I'm going to step in rotation and go straight up with the arm. Now, for the knee, your knee can slightly bend. You see that? You can also turn that front foot a little bit into this direction. It is supposed to stay forward, but you need to honor what your body is asking for and saying, okay? There we go. Okay, stop there. Take a deep breath in. We're going to start off with your little yellow band. And this little yellow band is going to go around your your wrists. We're going to go down to a forearm plank. You're not going to be able to see my hands, are you? Okay, that's okay. So we're going down to a forearm plank. And what we're going to do, you can be on the knees, you can be on the toes, and we're going to drive the hands apart. So I'm driving those hands apart and then release. Okay, so first of all, drive your shoulder blades apart. Slide your neck back. Keep your head long. And now drive your hands apart. Hold them apart. Bring them back together. Get the tension. Bring them back together. 5. Center. Out. Center. Push the shoulder blades apart. Good. We got 2 more. Out. Center. Last one. Out. Hold the out. Hold the out. 5 seconds. Drive your head back. No sagging in the hips. Don't sag at the head. Come on down. Flush it out on the hands and knees. Round the back. Drop the face. Tuck the hips. Breathe. Turn to your diagonal. So that is a version of the one we were doing on the wall the last couple weeks of pulling the band apart and getting those rear shoulders and rotator cuff muscles. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come on to a plank step. So what we're going to do, you're in a plank position. You can be on the knees, you can be on the thighs, you can be on the toes, and we're going to tap the shoulder. Tap the shoulder. Tap and tap. There you go. Tap. Keep your hips going purely laterally. Try not to rotate the hips. So don't rotate the hips. Try not to rotate. Just go laterally. It's not that that's wrong. It's just that it's different, okay? And tap and tap. I stepped a little bit farther that time. So try and step a little farther with your hand. And I'm on a slight incline, so this is going to be a little bit easier for me than it would be if we were on a flat. 3 and 3. Push away from the floor. Don't collapse at the shoulder blades. Last one on each side. And then come on down, hands and knees, and flush it out round the back. And then collapse those shoulders. Round the back. Collapse those shoulders. Okay, let's go diagonally. One more time. Switch sides diagonally. Okay, we're going to do a hand bridge. I know we did this in the last workout. I'm going to show you from behind. Hands are behind, fingertips are facing forward. Come on up and then back down. I'm adding this one in a little bit more often because really wanting to loosen up the bicep tendon, the front shoulder for people. And let's go for 5. 5, touch down. And 4. Drive up. 2, stay at the top. Hold the top if you can. Shift forward and back just about 1 inch. 1 inch. One more time. Squeeze those blades. Come on down. Circle those shoulders. Nice job. Breathe. Okay. Back with your band. Where did my band go? Right here. Going back to the band around the wrists. We're going to do one more set. So what I'm doing is I'm coming apart. Okay, so down on a forearm plank, I'm pushing apart my shoulder blades, not collapsing. I'm pushing them apart and then driving away. Release. Drive away. Hold for 10. 9. Where's your head? Drive your shoulder blades apart. Drive your spine back. Rib cage to the ceiling. Release. Push away. Hold. Do little pumps at that outside. Little pumps. Little pumps. Drive the wrists away. 10. 9. 8. 7. Keep those shoulder blades apart. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And flush it out. A lot of little creatures here right now. I got little gnats going into my nose there. Okay, turn your hands a little bit more diagonally, getting that side of that body. And switch sides. Okay, we're going to go one more set of tapping the opposite shoulder. Feet wide, hands here. Now this time I'm going to get a tiny bit more diagonal. So I'm going to step up to a diagonal tap, step down to a diagonal tap. Just tap the hand. Tap the hand. Tap the hand. I'm stepping a little forward, a little back. A little forward, a little back. This morning we went on a walk, about a 2-hour walk, and I'm going to have to share these pictures with you. This farm, okay, switch diagonals, of the most beautiful cows. They were like Brahma-ish style cows, and they all got up and stood and watched us, and their faces were so sweet. 5 and 5 and 4 and 4. This works shoulder stability. This works wrists. This works core. Come on down, flesh it out. And Dory, I agree with you. For me, it's much more shoulder than it is core, although it is core as well. Okay, come on over to the side. Trish, I haven't asked you in a while about your wrist. I was wondering about that. Because other people in our group do have wrists that are getting stronger that we have to modify things for. Okay, circle those shoulders. Let's go back to a hand bridge. I'm going to take this next set into a single arm hand bridge. You guys can take a double arm or single arm. I'm going to leave the time for both. I'm going to go single arm. The reason why is I like the way it turns the shoulder blade back. So I'm going to go up, turn back, come down. Just like that. Good. Now if you're doing double arm hand bridge, just go to your height. Maybe you narrowed your hands a little bit to make it a little bit more vigorous. I'm going to go 3 more. Last one. Okay, other side. You can rest. You can do another set of double arms if you want, or just rest. Good. And up. Pull that shoulder blade down. I'm going for 8. So I have 5 more. 5 and 4. 2 more. Here's the last one. Okay, come on down. Very nice. Okay, breathe. Circle those shoulders. Moving on. This next medley is going to be using your dumbbells. I'm thinking 3-pounders. They are going to get heavier. 5-pounders might be a little too heavy. So what we're going to do is we have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Hands are starting off. Let's go into goalposts. We're going to go down and up, down and up. I'm controlling it. I am not flying these around, swinging them around. This requires your rotator cuff to work pretty hard. You don't want to take that for granted and go too fast and like throw these around. Okay, switch your feet. 5. Good job. And 3. Rib cage is down, but shoulders are down as well. Head is back. Okay, from here, I'm going to come forward. Forward. Right there. I'm tucking my hips slightly. I've got 1 foot forward. Both knees are slightly bent. Let's go 3 more. Elbows stay high. Last one, switch feet for 5. And 5. You can also squeeze those blades at the back. And 3. These rocks are amazingly symmetrical in weight. It's crazy. Okay, good job. Now 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Lateral raise. I'm slightly leaning over, okay? Just like that. Now when you lean over a little bit, what it does is it pulls the emphasis of the motion back on your shoulder. So it gets a little bit more mid-shoulder, switch feet to rear shoulder. The more you bend over, it brings it more to your rear shoulder. Now more people need the development in their more rear part of their shoulder, so bending over is not a bad thing, not a bad rule of thumb. 2 more. Lift your pinky up for me, okay? Try not to be thumb up, try to be more pinky up. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Okay, shake it out. One more piece of that, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We're coming here and we're pressing up. Now remember, when you press up, drop those shoulders down, slide the head back, rib cage down. Come down, I'm going pretty low, and press. Because I kept this light, I'm suggesting you go low for that stretch. But always listen to your body and decide what your body is wanting. My shoulders are on fire right now, and I just got a bunch of dirt on my head. Good. Okay, switch. And 5. 4. So this is called the Cole dumbbell medley, because he made it a crazy, just keep the shoulders moving. That's basically what it means. Okay, switch feet again. Let's go alternating. Alternating. There you go. Switch feet. They should be really burning. We're pumping them full of blood. And we're going to combine them with pull-aparts, which just says more of the same. Okay, pendulum it out. Pendulum it out. Breathe. Let's go ahead and put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back in gentle rotation. So remember, you're rotating from the ankle to the knee to the hip, letting everything rotate. Switch sides and rotate. You can hear my ankles popping. That's always a good thing. Okay, put those bad boys down. Grab your bands so we can do pull-aparts. So pull-aparts right here. I'm going to go feet even. I'm going to go hands at shoulder level, and I'm going to pull apart. Pull apart. Now when you do this one, because I'm doing shoulders today and not back, what I'm going to suggest that you do is to keep the shoulder blades apart. Don't squeeze the shoulder blades together. So I'm sort of fixing my shoulder blades at one place and pulling from there, and stop and rest. And what that's going to do is that's going to get more of this rear shoulder as opposed to in between the blades. Okay, let's go again. Let's go hands behind us. Fingers are, palms are facing back. Shoulders are down and back. Squeeze the blades together and pull apart. Good. Pull apart. Pull apart. Pull apart. It's very humid here. Good. Okay, now stay at the width and then do little pulls. Little pulls. My shoulder blades are squeezed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, let that go. They're burning. Shoulders go fast. They're not very thick muscles, so they do get tired fast. Now, instead of being at shoulder level, I'm going to be above my shoulder level. My feet are even, and I'm pulling apart. Now, again, I'm not pulling my blades together. I'm keeping them apart. That's sort of hard to learn how to do. It doesn't mean you're not working between the blades, but you're emphasizing those rear shoulders. Stay apart and go little pumps. Little pumps. From high to low, from high to low. 3, 2, 1, and let that go. Good. Okay, let's go palms facing forward this time, hands behind you. And squeeze the blades, and I'm going to pull apart. Did I do that already? I might have. This is feeling familiar. If I did this and you want to choose, you can turn your hands the opposite way. I meant to do hands forward on one, hands out on the other. Okay, pull apart. Monkeys. Monkeys. Wow. We went ziplining. Did I tell you that yesterday? It was amazing. They had like 18 zip lines that we did. Are your shoulders on fire like mine? Like they are burning, right? Okay, let's take a moment to do a chest stretch. You're going to go to a corner, a doorway, a pole, your true stretch, and rock forward. Step into it. See, right now in this stretch, your pec's getting a lengthening and a stretching, but your rear shoulder's getting slackened. We just really work that rear shoulder. Hold the lateral, turn your face, look down, and look up. And then switch sides. Okay, forward and back. Step laterally. Hold the lateral, turn your face, look down and up. Good job. Okay, let's have you lay on your back. Now, I'm going downhill a little bit here, and that is going to make it a bit harder for me, but you guys are going to be flat. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go both legs up, pulling the toes down, both legs out straight, both legs up, both legs out. Now, remember that if your back needs some consideration, don't go as low with your feet. Drive your spine flat. Try and keep that distance between the spine and the ground minimalized. Okay, when I go up, I'm going to go wide. When I go down, I'm going to go narrow. Wide, narrow. Pulling those toes down. Wide, narrow. One more time. Whoops, wide and narrow. Now do the opposite. Go wide up, narrow down. No, let's do the opposite. I think I already did that. I have forgotten. I think I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain. So I'm just going to do it again. Okay, narrow to wide on the down. There we go. Narrow up, wide down. Pull those toes towards you. 3 more. A little bit more can hurt, right? Last one. Okay, circle those knees. Change directions. Put both feet down. Cross your right foot. Rotate right and left. So I still haven't gotten acclimated to the oxygen here, whatever it is. My muscles are burning really quickly. And usually that's like an altitude thing. But we are pretty high in the mountain. But the beach is pretty close as well. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to go back to our dumbbell medley. We're going to go in a different order this time. Let's go ahead and put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And I'm going to start off with a lateral raise. Lateral raise, yeah. Keep going like that. There we go. Now, let's modify this just a little bit. Let's bend over just a little bit, okay? When you bend over, what that's going to do, especially if you keep your pinky up, that's going to get that rear shoulder. I'm always emphasizing rear shoulder. Switch feet with people because that's where most people are deficient. Now, remember that technique that we've used where you pull your shoulder down as you lift, and that flexes the deltoids. Good. Pull down and lift. You don't really even need very much weight to do these workouts because if you do them well with good technique, they get you. Okay, let's go ahead and come here, and we're going to go up and down. I'm sort of going in a more reverse order. Good. Let's go slightly forward and slightly backward. Slightly forward, slightly backward. Now, when you go slightly backward, that's going to tend to have you arch your back. So you want to tuck your hips, and your abs are going to, switch feet, are going to engage naturally. So when you go back with the dumbbells, your abs are going to have to engage to oppose the weight of the dumbbells. You tuck your hips to help that. Okay, bring that down. Okay, forward and back. Elbows and wrists are level. You can squeeze the blades at the back if you want or not. Switch feet. There you go. Shoulders down away from those ears. Slide the neck back, pull the head long. Okay, hold right here. Come up, come down. So we just switched the order on that, this little medley. Medley to me just means a string of movements put together into a big offering of movement and burning and fatigue and building. I'm going to switch feet. Remember that we're not flinging the dumbbells here because you want to be considerate of those little rotator cuff muscles that are doing a job that they're not really trained to do. They're not movers. They're stabilizers. Okay, and stop there. Breathe. Good job. Okay, let's grab your bands. And we'll go back to pull aparts, but this time we're going to go in a different order. We're going to start up high. My feet are even, and I'm going to come down to shoulder level. I am not squeezing those blades. See what you can do to keep them apart. So, for example, blades squeeze, blades apart. When I do this, I'm not squeezing the blades. I am not doing this. I'm keeping them apart. Okay, that's going to get more rear shoulder. They're going to come together a little bit, but 5, 4, 3. What is it about the shoulders that involves the lip? Oh, okay, breathe. It's so funny. When you see people do shoulders and they start to get tired, their lip curls. Okay, let's go behind you. Palms are facing back, feet are even. And then squeeze the shoulder blades, pull apart. Pull apart. Pull apart. The blades are squeezed. That gives you a point of leverage. 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good job. Bring it forward. Hands at shoulder level. Keep the shoulder blades apart. You can put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back if you want. I'm just going to do that to pass my mental time because this is burning so bad that I need to take up some brain. Think about something else. It's a mind game. Oh. Woo, let that go. Okay, we're behind us. Palms are facing forward. Is that right? See, I can't even remember. It doesn't matter. They're both hard. If you did palms forward last time, do palms back. Yeah, I think I did. I'm going to do palms back this time. It doesn't matter. We are covering enough bases here that my little brain laughs because a lack of oxygen is helping me forget what we've done. Okay, let that go. Shake out your arms. Okay, let's go ahead and take your arms to your side. Bring one arm across. Pull that arm in, pull that shoulder down, slide the head back, turn your face. Oh, that's a nice relief for what we just worked. Keep pulling that shoulder down. Stop in the center, tilt your head. Stop in the center, go down, forward, and remember, it's the whole neck going back, not just the head tilting. Your whole neck is tilting forward, your whole neck is tilting back, and then let that go. Bring it across. Pull the shoulder down, away from the ear, pull the arm in, slide the neck back, and then rotate your face. Keep your chin tucked, keep your head back, keep that shoulder down, doing about 3 apiece. Stop in the center, tilt, and tilt. Okay, stop in the center, neck comes forward, neck and head go back. Neck comes forward, move at the neck. Last one. Okay, let that go. Okay, let's go ahead and go into some legs. Let me see how we're doing here with time. Good. Okay, I'm going to have you stepping forward, bringing the arm up. I'm going into a lunge. So from the side. Stepping forward, bringing the arm up, just like that. Okay? Now, if this is too hard, this is also an option. It's just a step. A step is a type of lunge, or a lunge is a type of step. You can also go there. Good. 5 and 4. 2 more. Here's the last one. Good. Okay, switch. Step or make it into a full-on lunge. And lunge. Good. try not to bonk your knee. There we go. Let's go 5 more. Here's 3 more. Here's the last one. Nice job. Okay, go ahead and go other leg, and we're going to go straight up and down. Let's take both arms up. I'm keeping this hip straight and locked forward. That's called an extended hip. Don't bend at the hip. Don't bend at the hip. 5. This is called a stationary lunge. When I bring the arms up overhead, it makes it harder. 1 more time. Why does it make it harder? Because lifting the arms requires muscles to work. Those muscles to work need oxygen to work. So you're using more resources keeping your arms up. So if you want to get your heart rate up, quick, easy thing, just lift your arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake out those legs. Breathe. Get water if you'd like. Okay, let's go over to, I want you to go over to your pole. Your pole, your true stretch, a counter, a doorway, holding on to the door jambs. What we're going to do is we're going to hold on. My feet are medium stance, and I'm going to go down to 90 degrees, okay? I'll go a little bit closer because I want you upright and parallel to the floor if you can. I'm going to go down and up, down and up. Now, I'm doing this to help you get a little bit lower with your squats. Okay, so I'm thinking of a few different people here. Also, if you have a long thigh, which some of you do, this makes it a little bit easier. You could also be holding on to a band or a strap. Okay, stop and rest, move your hips right and left. Now we're gonna make it a little bit harder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take you guys over here, and I'm gonna use a tree. That's gonna be a little bit easier to demonstrate. Okay, there we go. Sorry about the fiddling here. There we go. Okay. So right here, your pole, your true stretch, your door, even doorknobs. You can hold on to 2 doorknobs. I'm gonna come down to 90 degrees. I got these cute little ants here that I'm sure bite, and I'm gonna pump the bottom. Pump the bottom. We did this in our last workout with a sumo squat. I'm trying to teach your knees to get a little deeper, so you use your judgment. I'm getting a little below parallel. You might get to maybe parallel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, breathe. 5 big ones up and down. 5. Those are easy compared to the little ones, huh? 2 more. Stay at the bottom. Little ones, little pumps. Pushing through your feet if you want to make it harder. Push through your left leg. Where's your big toe? Drive your toes. Come on up, breathe. 5 big ones. So this is sort of the opposite of a wall squat. Because we're getting to, now 5 at the bottom, we're getting to sort of 90 degrees, but I don't have my back up against the wall in that same way, obviously, right? Okay, rest it out. Breathe. Good job. Okay, grab your dumbbells. Maybe 3 to 5 pounders. We're going to go back to one more set of those medleys. The medleys that are just so good. They cover so many bases. Okay, let's go to a different place in the medley. We're going to start off with the lateral raise. And then this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 foot forward, but I'm going to take that lateral raise all the way up. And then all the way down. All the way up. Try and lock out your elbows if you can. That's so much harder. Lock out those elbows, keep those shoulders down. So that squat we were doing Like I said, it's the opposite of a sit squat at the wall, a wall squat, but it's the same, switch legs. It's the same kind of mechanics on your body. So it's another way to do that. And I like it because it's a little bit more mobile. Now, if you're using the ball, it's very much like a ball squat. But it's just different. Whenever you change things even a little bit, it changes the demand, and that means it's changing the stimulation and what it's requiring and what's recruiting, and so therefore the results. Lock out those arms, keep the shoulders down. Okay, now come from here into switch feet and into here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, one arm is forward, one arm is back. Okay, so instead of both going forward and both going back, I'm doing splitting them. This actually is a little bit easier on your core. When both are going in one direction, the back end is quite hard. But this diffuses that, diffuses those forces going backwards, so it is a little bit easier. 3, and 3, and 2, and 2. Last one each. Good job, and let those hang. Okay, I'm going to go 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go goalposts and back with control. I'm going to add a little bit of a twist on this one. 3 more. Last one. Okay, hold here, and now go circles. Circles. Ooh, this is a burner. Switch feet, circles. Down and up for 5. This is so strange. This doesn't even look real to me. This wall of jungle. It doesn't look real. It's so out of my experience to see this thickness. Like I've only seen this in movies and at Disneyland on the Jungle Book tour, right? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go forward and back. I'm not squeezing those blades on this one. You can if you'd like, that's always an option. I'm actually keeping them apart. I'm practicing switch feet, what it feels like to keep those blades pulled apart. That's a really hard thing to coordinate. So it's good for you guys to practice. Okay, bring it down. One more thing, switch feet. Here, come down. Lead with those elbows. Lead almost like my hands are slightly below the elbows. That's forcing the rear shoulder to help. Okay, switch feet, last 5. Lots of delts today, guys. Last one. Good job. Good job, Sean. Good job, Heather, Jenny, Judy, Maria, Victoria, Trish, Dorian, Sandra. Thank you for being here with me today. Okay, let's go back to your door, pole, true stretch, squat. This time what we're going to do is we're going to go up and down for 5. Good, I'm going to go a little bit like here so you guys can see this next angle. Now I'm going to stop at the bottom and I'm going to pick up one foot, pick up the other. Almost forgot Susie. Thank you, Susie, for being here. So I'm picking up one leg, picking up the other. Hold 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3. Hold 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3. Let's go up and down. I'm on the downside of this tree now, and that just made it a lot heavier. 3, and 2, and 1. Pick up one leg, pick up the other. So this exercise is designed to help you get a little deeper if you can. Okay, up and down, last 5. Three more. Last one. Up with one foot, up with the other. Slow march, shoulders down and back. 2 more on each side. Okay, come on up and shake it out. Okay, let's get you guys some water. Good work. Okay, we're going to do one more set of those legs. Okay, this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on down. Let me demonstrate from here. I'm going to go down to the bottom. I'm going to pick up one leg, reach it out to the side, reach it out to the side. Okay? We're going to do that 5 on each side. Up and down for 5, 5 lateral steps. 5. 2 more. Stay at the bottom, step laterally, step back in. So that means that center leg is really getting a lot of isometric. Switch legs. 2 more. Stand up, take out your arms, down and up. Last one. Last time through. 3. Good. And take one leg out to the side. And 4. And 3. Shoulders down. Switch sides. Last 5. Final 5. We're going to do some stretching after this leg exercise. One more time. And come on up. Shake it up. Wow. Good job there. Okay. Let's come on over here. What a view. Just check this out for a second. This is the jungle behind me. And then this compound is just amazing. This is their little casita here. But, okay, we're going to lay on the ground. I have you guys lay on the ground. We're going to a fetal position stretch first. So you guys know the drill there. We're going to take this up a notch in a second. Good. Okay. Turning the face. Wow, the sky is so beautiful today. It was supposed to rain, but it didn't. Blue sky, white clouds, the sun is out. I'm looking up through the canopy. This feels good. I'm sort of on a slope, and so it's making my rib cage go a little farther than normal. And turn your face. The woman, the beautiful woman who owns this property with her husband, we're getting to do a sound healing with her tomorrow. Okay, come on up to your hands and knees. This is going to be scrumptious. Let's go rotation. Oh, open up that rib cage. Oh, that feels so good. This was not for the work of it. This was for the feel good of it. Notice the side that you might feel tighter on. One more on each side. Good. Okay, stop there. Now what I want to do is I want to go into a cat-cow. So let's go ahead and arch the back, look up, round the back, look down, okay? Around the back, look down. Push the rib cage up, push your shoulder blades apart, tuck the hips, arch the back, look up. This is the cat. And then we've got the cow. Now, for those of you who get a pinchy back, just modulate how far you go into the cow. And don't go so far. Okay, now I'm going to stay into the cat. That's the rounded back. And I'm going to bring my rib cage left, bring my rib cage right. Stay up in that rounded back. Push the ribs out to one side and then out to the other. Good job. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this into a barrel roll. Stay rounded. Go over to one side. Go down. Other side. Up and round. Let your head just go where it falls. And change directions. Awesome. Okay. Let's just collapse those shoulder blades a few times. Go onto your left side. Let's go into left knee is bent. Right leg is straight. This is sideline twisting back stretch. Bend and then come back. Go in the range that feels right to you. Susie, listen to that right shoulder. Trish, your left shoulder. I don't know how that's doing these days. I'm wondering. Good. One more time. And then come on down. Sean, how's your neck been? Okay, walk underneath and then rock the shoulder to the floor. Good. Stay down, turn your face right and turn your face left. You notice how I'm rocking every time I do that? It feels really good. Oh, that's nice. Good. That's a good one for you, Dory, because that is going to help decompress your spine and get you into that better flex and extend of the spine so your lower back doesn't pinch. Okay, and here. And then Sandra, I imagine your clavicle is probably doing a little bit better, maybe. It seems like it's been doing better. Heather, what's happening with your body? Your knees? Okay, let's walk underneath. Walk, 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 walk. Rocking your shoulder to the floor. And Miss Judy, you've been working so hard on your feet and your knees, and it's just, you're staying with it, and I'm so proud of you. Okay, stay down. Stay down with your shoulder. Look right and look left. Often when I'm doing that, I'm giving it a little bit of a rock. Okay, come on out of that. Breathe. Let's take your arms back behind you. And I'm going to go ahead and rock right and rock left. Let that shoulder come up every time you go to the side. Good. Okay, now I'm going to turn one forward, other forward. Now I'm going to go forward and back. Forward and back. Last one. Okay, let's go into a little bit of internal rotation. I'm not going to face you because I don't want to face the screen with my my legs. I'm going to walk my feet wide, I'm going to drop my knee in, and then I'm going to rock. So we're sitting that one leg right here. It's my right leg into internal rotation, and I'm working the internal rotation of that hip. And then switch sides and rocking, rocking. Okay, come on out, switch sides again. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other thigh, my left thigh, I'm going to fold it to the right. Fold it to the right. And what that does, that increases the internal rotation on the right as well. So this is another way to increase the intensity. The rocking is one way. Come on out of that and then do the same. Fold the right into the left. Okay, come on out of that. Let's go ahead and take your right leg crossing your left. Now we're doing the opposite. We're doing external rotation. Rock a little bit right and left. So this is like your back butt stretch, but we're sitting on the buns. What I can do is I can come forward, and I like to try and get my elbow at my foot, and I grab that foot towards me and pull it towards me. Okay, keeping the chest upright. And then let that down. Switch sides. Get that elbow. Grab, pull that in. Yep. And then come on down. Let's end with crossing. Arms forward, dropping down, and rocking right and left. Thank you for being here with me. Shoulders in Costa Rica with the Lacada. Is it the Lacada? No, not the Lacada. I'm thinking of a different, the Cicada. That's what I meant to say. The Cicada, Lacada. I was crossing two words there. Good. And here. Okay, my friends, you did it. You did great. Tomorrow is arms. We're going to be doing arms, and you guys are doing it in whatever day sequence you choose to do. Thank you so much.